Happy Friday.
Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday. Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday.
What's up, fam?
Hey, everybody.
Coming to the space.
Yes. It's the best part of my week.
Right. I feel like Friday comes so fast, right?
Yeah,
Like it
It
just
does.
was Friday.
it really does.
How's
We made
everybody?
it.
Oh, some folks are starting to come in.
Yes. Good evening, y'all. Woohoo!
We
How
made
y'all
it.
doing?
Man, listen. I'm hanging in, child.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy
Been one
week.
of those
But,
weeks.
now that I get to sit with y'all, life is good. How about y'all?
Yes.
Same.
Mhm.
It's been a lot. Like there's so much going on, and I feel like every Friday we say this. Like every
Right.
Friday we're like, "Woo! We make it
It was
to
one of those
another
weeks.
Friday." Like
Yeah.
it's pure insanity, like in the world. But this week we got to celebrate our sister's birthday,
Hey.
30. Y'all shout out
30.
Carrie Joy's birthday.
Thank you,
Yeah.
fam. Blessed. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. Now all is good. All is good. I mean, and the work continues, but I'm definitely grateful to make it, 3 decades around this sun with y'all. So
Yes.
thank you.
What's the biggest thing about turning 30 for you? Like that you're walking with this year, or what's like your mantra or your move
I
for
love that.
this new decade?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm trying to maintain like everything that I've been learning over the years. And I would just say, to stay in the moment. That's something that I've really been trying because I got a lot of anxiety. I'm always living in like, tomorrow and next week and next year. And I'm like really learning how to be present and how to not let my anxiety get the best of me. So like holding on to that, maintaining that, I think is all I need to just keep growing. So
And thank you for saying that because y'all, I feel like I've been dealing with some anxiety issues. Like I feel
it's
like
real.
pre-COVID,
Mhm.
I felt like I had a pretty good handle on like my mental health and
Right.
things like that. And work kept me so busy that I always, for me, I kind of tie my work into like my value. Like if I'm not working, I don't feel as strong or I don't feel as present as Monique. And
Right.
y'all know my career this year has
Mhm.
been slashed in half. And so
Mhm.
I feel like my body is having this weird effect to anxiety. Like for the last couple of days, I have been weak. I've been just, but I love what you said about like just trying to live in this moment because
Yeah.
I cannot gauge what is going to happen next year. I cannot gauge 2021. I can't gauge tomorrow, child. Like I can't.
Amen.
Like the kids gotta, Lila has to come back home from school. It's a lot. And so thank you for saying that because that's a constant reminder that I need for myself to, be okay and just take it one moment and one day at a time.
Yeah, girl. I mean, you already know. Like you know how I've had my moments of just like letting that anxiety really overwhelm me. And I, as much as like this year has been, I just kind of want to throw it all out. But like there have been a lot of lessons that I've learned.
Yeah.
Especially like dealing with myself and recognizing like I am not I don't need to be productive like based on the terms that society has set and conditioned me to think like my productivity is wrapped up in my value. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like sometimes we forget where that line is of like doing what you love and being productive in an organic way rather than being productive and like being in the grind of the machine, because that machine will kill you, bro. So
That's true.
it's wild, but you are valued and loved, sis. So just want y'all to know that no matter what, you don't need to do a damn thing to be valued.
And that is a lesson that I never knew I needed to learn until this year.
Right. I feel you.
I've learned that I can't control everything.
Yeah.
And I relinquish control and just find the joy in every day and find the peace in every day, I can make it through it. But I have to let go of expectations, anxiety, and control, man. If we do anything this year, it's that. So, much love and happy birthday and kudos to you.
Oh,
And when this is all over, we going dancing, okay? We really want to be going to Brooklyn, okay? We're going to fly to Brooklyn, and we're going to go to Casablanca, okay?
Yes, honey.
That's where we're going.
I'm going to dance and get wasted and hang out with our friends.
And dance.
Hell yeah.
Honey, yes.
Speaking of getting wasted, what y'all sipping on?
Oh, great segue.
Y'all know, like, wasted for me is like 2.5 glasses of bubbly. So let's tell the thing.
Let's keep it real.
Special for y'all today is called Je t'aime, I love you. And it is a Vino Spumante, Italian sparkling wine. I went to the store and found something nice today. So cheers to y'all and happy Friday. I'm enjoying it.
Cheers. Happy Friday. I'm just having a little rosé.
Happy Friday.
That's rosé.
All right. Got me a little Angry Orchard, some hard cider.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Awesome.
We jumping in?
Yes.
Jump in.
We're going to jump in. And then at the end, we'll do a little but we want to get our guests on. We see people are watching and we are so excited. You guys are in for a huge treat. I will say this really quickly before Raj introduces these phenomenal ladies. Rewind all the way back to March when, the pandemic hit. What was that? March 13th, when we found out the kids were going to have to do homeschool. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I was just working out. I was doing the gym. Gyms are closed. Everything is closed. I'm scrolling on YouTube looking for workouts. And I was like, who are these sisters? I ain't never seen this before. Let me click on this. That first workout I did kicked my entire mind.
Entire.
After like a couple of weeks, I started seeing changes in my legs and my body. I got my Move Your Boomsy leggings from them so I could shake it when I'm working out. And to have them on this show, many months later is such an honor. And I'm so excited that they're here. And so I'll let you take it from here, Raj, to introduce them.
Yes, so it is an absolute honor. We have had these ladies also grace us on Black Girl Fit Club with live workouts for the ladies. It has been amazing. They are a family team and they inspire us so much. So without further ado, let me read this bio. The Kukuwa African Dance Fitness Workout is a unique style of fitness that is derived from African cultural dance music and movements. With each workout, one explores Africa without a passport and learns to move muscles you didn't know you had. Endorsed by Oprah and O Magazine, Essence, and People Magazine, Kukuwa African Dance Workout is not only a workout, but it's an education and journey. One experiences it each time they move their boomsy. Ghanaian powerhouse Kukuwa Kariboa is the founder and CEO of Kukuwa Fitness. She runs the business with her daughters, Coach Cass Nuama, Samantha Nuama, and her goddaughter Kree Borno, who is the head of Kukuwa Mama and Baby series. Together, they help people all over the world meet their fitness and wellness goals through African dance of Kukuwa Fitness, curated African travel through their Africa With Us program, and their community give back foundation, Africa With Us Foundation. Kukuwa Fitness is more than a workout, it's a movement, and it is changing the face of fitness and wellness one boomsy at a time. Without further ado, ladies, we introduce to you Coach Cass, Mama Kukuwa Fitness, and Mama Kree from Kukuwa Fitness.
Yay!
We hope
Welcome,
Hey!
Happy Friday! Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Happy belated birthday!
Happy belated,
Carrie.
Thank you.
We are so honored to meet you, ladies.
Honored to have you guys here with us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Just to kick it off, can you tell us, Mama Kukuwa, I just want to say how much we are all inspired and motivated by you. Clearly you have motivated and inspired your daughters, but you have also motivated an entire world. There are so many women. I mean, when you do your Mother's Day specials, when you talk about how old you are and how healthy you are, and when you just inspire all of us, it really has changed my life and Nick's life. So thank you so much for spending a short amount of time with us this evening. Can you tell us how you got started? How did Kukuwa Fitness begin?
Oh, wow. So my passion is dance. And I must say, way back when in Ghana, West Africa, that's where I was born and raised, I've been doing dancing since the age of 2.
Wow.
Yes, and my mom, I remember this because my mom said I used to do vanishing acts. She couldn't find me, and they were, Kukuwa, have you seen Kukuwa? Have you seen Kukuwa? And my mom would say, wait a second, listen for the drums. If you hear the drums, go there. There's Kukuwa right in the middle, moving her boomsie. And so I started and loving to dance, and then I traveled, went to school in Africa and Europe, and then came here to America, and I realized nobody was moving their boomsie for purposes. You know, I mean, they go out to the clubs and dance and what have you, but I wasn't seeing anybody moving their boomsie for that. And I now remember how old I am, so this was Jane Fonda time. And I said, okay, somebody needs to teach these people how to move their boomsie. So I started teaching then. So this was in the 1980, 81, you know.
Wow.
So that's been then. And fast forward, now I have birthed 2 children, and you know, when they were little, before they were born, I was using their dolls as my students, teaching them, just because you got to sort of put your routines out there. I would use the dolls to do my routines and talk to the dolls. Okay, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. You know, my kids were born, and I'm sure they were, you know, shaking their head like, we have a crazy mama here. Their dolls with them. And instead of them going outside to play, I would say, we got to do mama's routine. So started the African dance very, 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 very early. But they had this thing going where they would talk among themselves and say, you know what? Let's tell mama everything is good. It's great. So we can go play. And their little thing going. And I would say, no, we got to do it again. We got to do it again. So, you know, they literally have started dancing since they were in my my stomach, you know. I have to say, when I was pregnant, I was teaching the classes. My daughter broke not once but twice for both children.
Wow.
I remember it got wet, and the class were like, somebody I said, let's not worry about it. Let's finish the class and then I'll go.
Say what?
That's gangsta. I'm sorry, that's gangsta.
That is gangsta.
Moving out, and then they will all be like, oh no. I go, no. Let me see that pussy. Let me move that pussy.
Yes.
You know, and so then after that, then I went to the hospital to have them. So like I said, twice, both children.
Wow.
And so now that they're grown and have come to join me, I now speak for my goddaughter, who also actually walked in the same footsteps. You know, she will tell you her story, but her too was pregnant, dancing with her children. And you know, the ones today, I mean, that little one is like the little baby.
No matter what.
Get excited, you know, when a mama doing a warm up, right in front. I'm doing a warm up, you know. Born like that, they start very early. But then here we all are today, and now I am so proud that they're all working with me.
Yes.
Samantha couldn't make it because she's not in where we are. We're leaving tomorrow. But all my children came in and worked with me, and I'm really the proud mama to say that, the least.
Yes. Well, you are the OG. Listen, to have your water break, and you're like, nope, we're gonna finish this class, and then we'll
right. Time. Yeah, I'm on.
Much respect. So I know that you guys are, fitness gurus, and you keep your body, you maintain it like a well-oiled machine. But we have a question of the day, and the question of the day, I kind of want to ask about some of your eating habits, right? So I'm just curious to know, what is your favorite food duo. It could be like milk and cookies or peanut butter and jelly or rice and peas or whatever. What is your favorite food duo?
Well, I know that mine is different from these two. For sure. They're still young and they can go in and out of this. For me, at my age, I believe that I've got to watch everything I put into my body. My body is really my vehicle, okay? And if I put in bad gas, it's not going to move properly.
Right.
Preach.
And so with that analogy, I look at it like what I drink and what I eat is so important. So I watch. I do not, I'm not a sweet tooth person. So that's a plus for me. For some people, so I don't do the sweets, but I'm a good cook and I do cook very healthy. I watch from my oils to my spices to my gluten-free and all of that I watch. So that much I can say. And for me, my sweets, fruits.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, I'm a little different from them. I'm going to let them tell you theirs.
Kree, you can go.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Kree, go.
Okay. I try to eat as healthy as Mama Cooks, but I am a rice and beans girl.
Yes.
Right? Rice and beans, and I like chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I have
it.
moderation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Which class?
So it's hard for me to pinpoint one thing because there's so many different things I like, but unlike my mother, I am a sweet tooth person. And so
I'm with you.
So you already know. So I used to be at one point obsessed with it to the point where I was pre-diabetic and all around. And my new obsession became with keeping well and keeping healthy. So it's not to say that I never have sweets anymore, because I definitely do if it's somebody's birthday or wedding or something, but it's not like my birthday every single day like I was doing before.
Right.
But I know though, because you look like you all the time. So that gives me a little bit of relief.
Right.
Yeah.
But I basically don't buy the sweets because I can't be trusted. Till this day, I can't be trusted. Like I'll eat the whole tin or a whole bag. So I just don't buy it and I leave it to the special occasions like a birthday or a wedding or something. And I allow myself, I don't punish myself. If I'm craving something, I have it and then keep it moving. But my diet really is more of a paleo diet. So heavy on the sauteed veggies and lean meats. And then I'll do carbs. But when I do carbs, it's usually gluten-free carbs. And if I can't have gluten-free, then I'll just do what do you call it? Smaller portions. More balanced lifestyle, because I just feel like you shouldn't have a horrible relationship with food. Like food makes me happy, eating happy, tasty food. I always say tasty town because people put healthy food with horrible taste.
Right.
And I found so many. I basically look at all the guilty things that I love, and I'm like, okay, how can this be made better ingredients wise or alternative?
Right.
And so there's always a way. I feel like people feel like they got to give up their whole life when they want to be healthy, but you could be healthy. You just have to, in moderation, and don't punish yourself. And then look at what you currently love, and just look at how you can make that healthier with better ingredients.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. What about y'all, ladies? Favorite food duo? Can't have one without the other.
Right now, I love peanut butter, and I've switched over to fruit pectin on Ezekiel, on the Ezekiel English muffin.
Yeah.
Toasted.
Yes,
I love peanut butter and jelly, but just like Coach Cass was saying, how can I not, how can I still have that, but it not be full of sugar and, bad bread? So I've been able to transition to the Ezekiel and have the pectin, and it's so good. I love it.
Great.
All right, come on now.
Welcome to the Ezekiel world. Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
I'm kind of half and half, good and bad. Lately, I've been really, really craving a lot of salads. I don't know, like dark leafy greens are my jam. But I also, I'm vegan, so carbs are also my life. So I like French fries. So
Right.
it's a small fry. This just being real. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely. So, I mean, I can't find them. Ever since I left New York, I can't find them, right? But back in the day, Intimates makes these donuts, crumb topping donuts that are like that are out of this world.
They
And
banging?
so, yeah, but for some reason, ever since I left New York, I cannot find them. But like, you know, it would be a Friday night, and I'm chilling after work, and I would have some Intimate crumb topping donuts and some almond milk, and I'm good.
And
Like
you
that's.
good.
It's been a while. It's been a while, but you know, because I can't find them. So the universe is trying to tell me something.
There's a lot of stuff that's not here that's on the East Coast, like Tasty Cakes, which I'm so happy that Tasty Cakes is not here. Because those butterscotch crimpets not to be the death of me, okay, in my head.
We get it together.
Right.
But Nick, did you have a question?
No.
Oh, so
I was going to let you go to the next one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you all, because many of us know who you are, but can you talk about how you became Kukuwa Fitness? Like, how did you get international stardom with all of your workouts, and now how has your business like changed during the pandemic? Tell us more about your business and about Kukuwa Fitness overall.
So I can start by the fact that when the pandemic hit, people were, and of course the gyms were closed, studios, everything, and people couldn't go anymore. And everybody jumped online looking for some workout of some kind. And, you know, then what had happened with us is 2 years ago, actually, we had then built our own platform, and we were reaching out to people. And we did that because we do curate trips to Africa, and we were going so much that people couldn't reach us. So we decided, let's do this platform, online workouts, streaming, so people can work out with us, even in our absence. So 2 years ago we started, but it was not popular. It was not. And then the March when all this hit, and all of a sudden, like Monique said, she's looking through. I'm sure everybody was looking through, and boom, they found us. And overnight, I think we went from 800 to, help me, ladies, like thousands and thousands, and now millions of viewers. But it sort of grew fast because people were looking at. I think once they found it, they were spreading the word.
Yes.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I'm getting this workout. I'm enjoying it. I'm dancing. I'm moving my boomsy. They have this boomsy thing there.
Yes.
So that's how we sort of blew up. And then again, started on YouTube. And then from YouTube, we were, of course, advertising that you can join our platform, you know, by subscribing. Then people were jumping over there as well. But mainly YouTube, and then our social media, Instagram and Facebook. LinkedIn, people were also reaching out, finding out about us through those social media handles.
But also before even that, we were going to different countries to do workshops. So there's an Asian fitness convention that happens every year that we've been going to for the last like 7 years. For the past 7 years. You know, Korea, China, Japan, we have instructors all over Asia. We have instructors in Spain. We were doing more international like workshops and travel. So we would basically go to the country and do either certifications, certifications for Kukuwa, or working out with the local people there. This video that you're seeing now is in Uganda. But a lot of the reason why the trip started is because people were like, this is amazing that I get to travel Africa without my passport. How about with my passport?
Yes.
Right. Absolutely.
And so yeah, and even Africans themselves, like, you know, people in Kenya versus Ghana, one is all the way on the East Coast and the West Coast versus like New York and California. It's in America, but one is on the East Coast, one is on the West Coast. It literally takes 6 hours just to travel across. So, you know, even Africans themselves within the continent don't really travel or know so much about other countries because they stay in their East Coast, West Coast, North, South. And so it was really nice to be able to share the love of the continent and like just what really makes our soul smile. We really try to make it contagious for other people.
Yes.
Speaking of your fitness instructor program, one, are you still doing that? I think it's awesome that not only did you create a business, but then you're teaching other people how to teach the same and stuff. Are you still doing it? And
yes, it's still all online. It's an online process. It's written and practicals, both online. So you can actually just go on kukuwafitness.com and you will see becoming certified and register there.
Wow.
It'll give you all about, what to expect and then lead you through it. You can actually do it anywhere in the world. That's the nice thing. Anywhere in the world, because everything, both the written, as I said, and of course the practicals are all online. So you will finish up then online and get your digital certificate. And through the videos and the music that we give you, then you can teach your classes.
That's amazing. I was thinking about it too.
Hey, come it's a big family. Come.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I love that.
And can I ask you just a quick question? Speaking of, the family, right? And the growing family, in the fitness world, but how does it feel to be able to work with family and to be able to, organically do that from within, and keep it in the family? I just want to hear a little bit more about that.
So that is a great question because my great-great-grandmother lived to be 120
Wow.
in the village of Ghana. And ever since I've known her, knowing my age once again, I've known her. She was moving her boomsie then. And passed it on to her daughter, and her daughter came down to my mother, and my mother to us, and now to my children, and on and on and on. And so it goes way back when. Now we call them, of course, our ancestors, and they've been dancing and moving their boomsies in our family. So in Africa also, what is nice is both males and females dance. Shyness here across the board. The way we shake, they will shake. Sometimes you don't watch it. The guy is shaking better than the girl, and you're like, wait. So
right.
We've been dancing ever since. And when we meet together as a family to have like in America, it was Sundays when the families met and stuff like that. We would also meet, group together and have, we had break bread together and enjoy games and stuff together. There had to be dancing. From the oldest in the family to the youngest, everybody was dancing. So then, it became a family affair. You literally.
Right.
And then when we moved, started traveling and finally came to the US, when Thanksgiving, became the larger family unit of reunions, then started after the turkey, dinner, we would put out a competition, challenge. Dancing and from my father to my mom to everybody, for the nieces and nephews, siblings, and we're a lot of us. So, we started dancing, and then here we are now that we're doing it. Family is in, as you see, all the family is doing it. You see, sometimes my nephew Paul, the guy, so everybody literally is in it.
That's amazing.
I think that back to your question about how it is to work with family, it's like there's not really a cutoff. So like some people have 9 to 5, and then they leave their people there, their employees and their whatever there. But this is like you're always texting, calling, like sometimes when me and my mom hang out, go out or something, like we'll be. Let's say we're getting our nails done or something, and she's like, "Kat, did you send that invoice?"
Right.
And then don't take us to no pampering massage, because we'll be on the bed going, oh my goodness, I forgot to say that. And then they're going, relax. I didn't send the
Take any days off because y'all hustle and grind is no joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get a break.
We all talk, we live in different places, but we talk even at 2-3 a.m. in the morning. You see us doing work, and we're chat together so we can communicate faster. And we're all up and we tell each other, okay, go to bed. Okay, go to bed.
Right. I have a question. Oh, sorry, Raj.
No, go ahead.
I have a question for you, Kree. As a mother of 2 children, I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. I have to say, out of every workout thing that I've ever done since they have been born, they don't do anything with me. They love this. And I didn't even know that there was like a separate, one for mom and baby until I saw that later on. And so my question to you is, first off, I love that you've developed a separate program within the Kukuwa Fitness for moms, because I remember being, postpartum, them like 1 or 2 feeling terrible about my body, but not, trying to get to the gym. And the fact that you've created such a beautiful platform and beautiful program for moms, did you feel like that was lacking within the fitness community? And is that one of the reasons why you, created that program?
Yes, it was definitely one of the reasons. And as a mother, we don't have time.
No,
when you have children, you don't have time. And when you have children to the mix, it makes it even more. So, and I just wanted to motivate mothers that you don't have the time, so just work out with your children around.
Right.
A great example for them. They love the music. They get introduced to their culture.
Yes.
So much, you learn about it. So that was one of the reasons, definitely one of the reasons why.
I love that. Yeah. And I've seen some of your workouts wearing the baby. I'm like, man, if I could have done that, if there would have been something like that, because my kids love it now. Like every time I do it, Lila's like, Mommy, we doing Kukuwa dance tonight? Let me go put my Black Girl Fit Club shirt on, and she'll do the whole hour with me. You guys saw her. She loves it. And I just love that there's something that we do together as a family with fitness. And now she always says, Mommy, families that work out together stay together. And I'm like, yes, I do. I thank y'all so much for that, because up to this point, it's been a program that I do with my kids. Yeah. And they love it.
Yeah.
Monique, you should send us a video of you and
your daughter.
I will. I have some already in my phone, so I'm absolutely send it to you.
That touches our hearts when we see the mothers and babies, or fathers and babies working together and to us. We're like, you see some children that are sort of walking and saying the words and saying "mubios," however they say it. Or
It's
so
it's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. It really is. Thank you so much.
How Kree's hair always looks so laid and all that.
For real. That's real.
Hairdresser, like she's a hair extraordinaire.
Every laid, every workout.
Lots to braids, like she can open a shop.
I love hair, but it's not my passion. But I love hair.
Yeah, you always look good, girl.
Right. Sweat it out, honey. My husband's the best.
I'd be like,
Yes.
I love it.
I got that shrinking here. It sucks right on in.
I do have a question for Coach Cass, because Coach Cass, and I've messaged you about this privately, I love your body sculpt portion of the videos. And I wanted to know, what do you do besides Kukuwa? Because you are body goals for me. I don't know if I'll ever get to as chiseled, as sleek as you are, but do you do any other like weight training, anything like that with your fitness?
Yeah, so that's on the Kukuwa platform, we have a section called Get It Right, Get It Tight. And that is specific to strength training. And that's where I really am able to share a lot of the things that I do outside of just dancing, with weights, with resistance bands, with body weight, because my body needs both. Like I dance, but I also equally love like boot campy type of stuff. I equally love like Pilates and yoga type stuff. I equally love like all of it mixed together. But because I'm obsessed with dance, it feels like I'm dancing because it always has to be on the beat and always has to be on the tempo. So I always feel as if I'm kind of dancing a little bit, but I'm still maybe doing push-ups or I'm doing burpees or I'm doing something, but it's in a flow that I feel more comfortable in, which is kind of dancey.
Right. And again, you know, that's another reason, because when they were growing up, the music was always there, and they never did anything without the music.
Without music.
So when they saw me teaching, whether it was dancing or body sculpting, it was with music. So they were like, okay, that's how my mom does it, that's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But we can't do anything without music. We have to have the music.
Right.
That's right.
It gives you that when you want to go and
unless it's of course like, I mean, I used to play basketball and run track and do sports, like unless it's actually like and swimming,
Right.
all kinds of sports I did. But it's crazy because I was doing all of those sports 80 pounds bigger than I am now.
Yeah.
You lost 80 pounds?
Relays. I was last leg at Penn Relays. I basketball. I was in AAU.
Come on now.
Wow, that's dope.
But
What event you run? What event you run?
I did 4x1. I did when I was indoors, I did 55 meter. Then outdoors, 100, 200. 400 was a struggle bus for me. Right?
Yeah, I had a love-hate relationship with the 400, and I was always lead lane.
I run track for my school.
Okay.
You know, well, I think being athletes foundation, it takes it further.
But going back to what you said about the food earlier, because I was so active, like I swam, I did basketball, everything, but I was 80 pounds bigger. So it proved the point that you can't out exercise your diet.
Right.
But I was fit, but I wasn't fit on the outside. So if I said I taught a class, people were like, what kind of class is that?
Right. I want to pipe in there because when they were growing up, I was all about watching the food intake and what they ate, because I'm mom, I cooked, you know.
Right.
But she would go to her friends' houses and eat, you know, behind my back. And I'm like, why are you getting big? What's going on? But then I realized that then she used to love candy corn. Was that your favorite?
Yeah.
So she would go out there and get it and come and bring the bag into the
I had a serious
and hide it. And hide it. I didn't know until one day I was making beds, cleaning up, and I saw this thing of candy cane. I said, wait. I said, and that's when, you know, you all remember, I'm calling her African name. I'm calling her all the names in the world. Here, now.
Man.
Can I ask you, ladies, has there been a time in your career where you hit like a lull or a hit a brick wall, and then how did you overcome it? Because you guys have been going strong for a while.
Yeah.
I want to say when we needed like additional like funding to make certain things work, like, you know, as you know, as any entrepreneur, you have to put out money to make money.
Yes.
So when the lows are in our business, when we're like, oh man, we don't have a full production team, or we don't have this type of branding or marketing team, or we don't have, so we're like, okay, well, what do we have? Let's focus on what do we have.
Right.
Like, I got my phone, we got this speaker, we got a tripod. You know, I used to be in advertising and marketing. I know how to put together a proposal. We got this, I know this person. Like, we started to, it really helped us to see that you literally get what you focus on. And so we kept on what we do have and what we didn't. The moment that we would see something or say, oh man, we don't have that, but we do have this, and we could flip it like this to make it. So that's really what got us out of any low points, when we saw that, like, you know, whether it's a brand or certain things and we needed extra funding capital wise, or we needed certain exposure or something, we'll say, well, we don't have that, but this is what we do have, and this is how we can make it work for us.
Right.
You
you know, and then using our own skills within. I mean, like Kree here was my social media girl, Cassandra is my and because they help me, you know, maybe mama can't do it, but they know how to do it. And so you use who you have before you can reach and hire.
Use your networks and your resources. I hear that.
Right.
That's it.
And from a wellness perspective of like a fitness journey, people that are like, I'm at a plateau and I tried everything. And then I'm like, wait, have I really tried everything though? I like really had to ask myself again, what does trying everything mean? And you have to get something different. And I'm like, well, I always dance and I always run and I was like, well, you're saying always. That means you're not doing anything different.
Yes.
Right. So it's just like taking a reevaluation of yourself and just looking at, I literally make a conscious effort to look at things more positively. And so when you hit a plateau, when it comes to weight loss or even weight gain, some people trying to gain weight too, you have to say like, have I really done everything? And then what I'm doing, if that's not working, what can I do different? So you can see something different and get something different.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Nothing like some good old self-evaluation.
True.
And being honest and like, listen, what can I do better? Raj and I have this conversation all the time where she'll get me together. Like, girl, now I know you said you were doing everything, but are you really? But I love that level of accountability within yourself and that you guys have that with each other. So that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have a question too, just around like, you know, sometimes because I'm an entrepreneur as well. I'm actually a professional musician.
Oh, wow.
And I'm a violinist, but you know, now with COVID and everything, you know, a lot of things have been canceled, but I know the life of grinding. I mean, last year I was on so many flights. I was, you know, red-eye flights from here to Philly to New York. So what do you ladies do when you are feeling overwhelmed with life? What do you do to ground yourself? Like, what's something that's like your comfort that will take you out of the space of being an entrepreneur for a second, just so you could have some me time? Like, what's your go-to me time routine, shall I say?
Okay. So mine honestly is prayer. I need me and God time.
Right.
I need, and I make sure I take it.
Yes.
And when things are not clear for me, and when things are confusing or things are not happening, like today we had a hard day. I have to take time away, and I have to pray. I do have to. And then it sort of almost resets the whole issue or matter or situation for me. So for me, my go-to and escape is that prayer. And I cannot live without it. And I've realized that when I do, it's not a good results for me at all.
Right.
So I do it is my foundation, it is my covering. And like even us, when we're going to go shoot videos, or we're going on some big show or whatever, and they know, I mean, they pray too, but they know that mama's got it. I got it. So I've got to pray for us through it. So for me, it's that. When my children were little, they would come to me and say, Mama, so and so and so. And I said, we got to pray. Pray, because Big Dad can take care of it. So pray, and
I love that.
Same with my godchildren. Kree's children are my godchildren. So same. Everybody who knows me knows that's my go-to.
Right. Yes. I love that.
It's beautiful.
What about you ladies? Is it the same thing for you or something different?
Yeah, I pray as well, but I also like to go out and to be in nature and just open space.
Yes.
Without my phone or any kind of thing that can contact me with people.
Yes.
My own head, so I can like clear that space in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
I pray as well, but karaoke is like a big thing for me, and I can
love it. What's your favorite karaoke song, girl? What's your song where you're wailing?
You're not literally for hours. Turn on, and I love memory lane. Like I like throwbacks, especially early 90s.
Yeah.
Like, I love throwbacks, whether American early 90s, African early 90s, West Indian early 90s, whatever it is. When it takes you back to a good place, every song, life is like a soundtrack, because as soon as you song
Absolutely.
to a place, and you smell something, you hear something, you remember it. So that literally makes me, when I feel stressed out or something, I turn on certain types of music that make me feel good, and I either dance or I'm singing. And I can't sing, but I feel like I can when I'm the karaoke.
Right.
I'll get my little spoon and be like,
Yeah.
and that makes me feel great. I just feel amazing afterwards. And every now and then I'll jump on live and have other people join me if they want to sing along, if they're feeling away.
Oh, I love that.
But that really makes me happy, and I can do it by myself. I don't even need anybody there. It just
Right.
it takes me out of the So,
nature.
I'm sorry.
No, I said we need a karaoke hang if we ever get in person.
Right.
I was just finishing up by saying that my nature hang is the beach. I've got to clear my head. I walk the beach for miles just to clear my head.
Yes.
In the sand and just sort of like, again, maybe praying, maybe the sound of the
something like that.
With you.
And traveling so many places, I always look for that beach, you know.
Well, speaking of travel, I know that you are on your way tomorrow to Tanzania. And listen, you could just be real with us and say you're done with America. Like you.
I won't be mad at y'all. Right.
Not at all.
So can you tell us America? There's honestly, there isn't a place that is like America, good and bad.
Yep.
Right.
And America is all or nothing. They go hard when they go hard, and they go low when they go low. And having dual citizenship and having both the African experience, American experience, there's certain opportunities here that you just don't get in Africa. Right. You just don't. Whether it's, when COVID happened and stuff, something like getting relief and the government pitching in to help people and all, like, that's not heard of in Africa. No. Like the African leaders will say, we got to get people going again because they're going to either die from COVID or die from not having a job.
Right.
Like in Africa, it's just a different dynamic. But then there's other things here. There's racism and other things here that people are suffering with. And then in Africa, it's back and forth. And that's why we're back and forth all the time, because there's certain things that we're like, oh man, it's so nice to just always have the lights on all the time and not take that for granted. And always have
right.
And we're not living in the village per se, but it's just that in Africa, those are things that we in America take for granted. But that's not always, you really have to pay a high premium to always have Wi-Fi, to always have light, to always have, different things that here you flip on the switch or you flush the toilet and you're like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Right. Pay extra for that or bribe somebody with money or whatever. So I say that to say that we are always back and forth because we are African first, and even the term African American, you're African first. And so even if you're not born in Africa, Africa is born in you, and that's what Kwame Nkrumah said. And that's what we exude through the dancing. And people that are not even Black are like, man, I really feel this. Like, I'm not Black, but I feel it. And that's what Africa does. Like, there's something about the culture, the spirit, the music, the everything. And so go back very often because, and we take people as well, so they can also experience that firsthand.
Yes.
Can you tell us about your Africa With Us Foundation? Is that part of your trip this time around, or are you still?
Two things. One is the foundation and one is the Africa With Us curated trips. So I'm going to let Cass tell you, because she runs, most of the, go ahead.
Yes. So Africa With Us Foundation, it came about because the trips, so our Africa With Us trips that we take people on, we always have a community service give back component. And, most of the times when you're giving back, you don't get to see in front of you exactly what you're giving to, or, see the progress of what you've donated. And we wanted there to be a seamless, open, transparent process where you're able to give and then see exactly where your money is going and how it's impacting. And we really focus on the students and the youth, because that's how to end the cycle of poverty anywhere. You start with the youth, and if you can grow up to know how to build the economy, how not to be selfish, and how to build other people up, then you start to end the cycle of poverty. And so we whenever we go to these different countries, we support the kids in school, we support the community that their parents live in, helping them job-wise, helping with groceries, helping with utensils and school supplies, something as simple as toothpaste. I mean, the kids are like, oh my God, toothpaste, like things like that nature, and pads for the young teenagers, and simple things that we might take for granted. And these kids that you see in this picture here, they didn't have toilets. I mean, they were just going to they just made a hole in the ground and just went there. And we were able to get money to build them toilets for the school.
Yes.
Now they have toilets. Right. And even desks. Right now you can't see it, but they were sitting on cinder blocks. So chairs
and desks.
Blackboard,
even as simple as a blackboard.
Right. They were just writing on the dirt or the walls. So, but actually like a blackboard so they can see better. But things of that nature. So when you come on the trips that you can actually see, you know, when we go to Tanzania, we're also going to Kenya. We have orphanages that we give to as well. So we go see the kids there. And they also absolutely love to dance. And that's just like a way, speaking of an escape when you feel like you're in a lull, the dancing is really what makes you feel like, you know, you could be the poorest of the poor, but you're actually the most rich because you have the, you know, exuberance from the way you're dancing. So that's really, you could see here, this was in Zimbabwe, and we helped with the water. The village didn't have water, so we helped with the well water. And just something like that. They'll be sent sodas and stuff, but no clean, fresh water. And all the natural resources are abundant. But corruption here and there that you can't get fresh well water. It's being withheld and things of that nature. So I'm so happy that we're able to the foundation, right? We're able to give back. AfricaWithUsFoundation.com. Every, you know, support, even if it's $5, like it could feed 2 families, it could help somebody.
And then the Africa with Us is taking the people to Africa, you know, and actually visiting the different parts of Africa, regions of Africa, so that they can experience Africa locally, how it would feel to be a local in Africa, not touristic. We sort of shy away from that more, so and go into being the real African, you know, and getting firsthand experience with us.
And during COVID times, like, you know, people suffered in America, but Africa suffered with like all caps, because, you know, a lot of the jobs are like, you know, people going in, they didn't really do online. To have Wi-Fi all the time is a luxury. And so the concept of doing things online is like, okay, I'll just have to wait till this pandemic is over because I can't afford that. So we were able to help with people's groceries. We were able to help send the children like homeschool type of supplies and just things, because they just weren't able to work when the whole country was shut down. Everywhere, the world was shut down. You know, my mom works in the market and she's selling, you know, chicken every day in the market, and she can't do that anymore. Then how can we eat?
We were really fiercely sending money down. We were just feeling for them, you know, that we do come from there and we know what they're really going through.
Well, salute you, ladies. Seriously. Like, our acronym stands for singer, instrumentalist, and poet, but it also stands for Sisters in Power, or Sista in Power. And so the 3 of us salute the 3 of you and for all the amazing, incredible work that you do. And you guys are absolutely Sisters in Power. And everybody watching, please, I put up the link here. It's also in the comments. Please click on this link and please donate. Whatever it is, they said $5, whatever you have, please donate. It will go far. They have all the information on their website so you can see where your dollars will go. Please support. And also, please go to kukuwafitness.com
Come on.
and support these sisters. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best workout you ever do. It's so much fun. It burns so much calories. You can do it with your kids. You can do it in the comfort of your home. You do not need a gym. Please support these ladies. Sign up for their program. I believe it's $10 a month, $15 a month. That's nothing. That's 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks, okay?
Right.
So extra 2 cups and go and sign up because you will not be disappointed. We are so grateful to you ladies for coming on our show. Thank you so much. Bless everybody.
Blessings.
And I just want to thank you all again. We hope that you feel as honored by what we have here and as loved by us and supported. And if you have any advice for anybody trying to get into the wellness fitness industry before you go, I just wanted to ask you that, like, especially for women of color. Do you have any advice for women of color working in the wellness and fitness industry?
Yeah. So mine is determination. And I say determination because if your desire is to, you have a goal and you want to reach it, or your heart's desire is actually to become an entrepreneur and do something like this, or help your community in any way, you definitely want determination. Meaning, it gets to a certain point, you wish it, you speak it, you talk about it, but you're not determined enough to push it. You've got to get that inner push. And so mine is determination to the sisters and brothers out there who want to get to do something, might not necessarily be what we're doing, but maybe even individually trying to stay fit, get healthy. Determination. There's no passion, but determination. For me, that would be mine. So don't give up. Whatever you do, do not give up. Be determined and push forward, because you will reach that goal.
Love it.
And I would say to really stay authentic and true to yourself, because with a lot of different people in the wellness industry, they tend to compare themselves with others. And when you try to look in somebody else's lane, that's when you crash. So you got to stay in your own lane because it's authentic and it's made specifically for you. And so, yeah, I think that.
So cute.
Determined, okay?
Get down. Don't leave him there. So I think sorry, wants to be interviewed. Yes.
Right.
So yeah, I would say stay authentic, specifically for brothers and sisters that are trying to get in the wellness field, because when it comes to creatives in general, as a musician, as a fitness person, as an artist, any of those things, there's usually hundreds, even thousands of people in your same field. And the only thing that makes you different is you.
That's right.
Do business with you.
Yes, that's right.
People sign up to do things with you. People buy tickets from you. They could have done it with anybody else, but they do it with you.
Right.
So I think that my biggest advice would be to keep remembering that you are authentic to yourself and don't try to look in anybody else's lane, because you'll crash. You have to stay in your own lane because it was carved for you.
Yes.
So I would just say keep being authentic and remember why people sign up with you, because there's something about you that nobody else has.
Yes.
That's right.
Y'all about to have Raj crying over here. Look.
Just take that little video clip and play it on the days when I'm
Right.
Dropping gems. Amen.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us and for being a part of the SIP and for being our Sisters in Power of this week.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, thank you.
Safe travels,
Anthony.
Yes.
Thank you so much. God bless. Thank you.
God bless
God
you
bless
guys.
you too.
Yes.
Everybody.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. Next week, same time, same place. Yes, and
Move
don't
your boomsies.
Next year.
Yes, we'll see you guys next year. Blessings, y'all.
Peace out. Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Thank you.